Prepare yourselves for a ringside journey like no other. Today we delve into the electrifying world of boxing where words can pack just as much punch as fists.
I want your heart, I want to eat his children. Praise be to Allah.
Are you saying now, Mike?
Mike Tyson versus Lennox Lewis. In the later stages of his career, Mike Tyson took on a whole new persona. Once a feared powerhouse in the ring, he became known for his unpredictable behavior and bizarre statements. One memorable incident occurred after his quick win over Lou Savarese in 2000, when Tyson unleashed a shocking rant aimed at then-heavyweight champion Lennox Lewis. When asked about the short fight, Tyson's response was surreal, and then he just stormed off, leaving everyone stunned. Poor interviewer Jim Gray didn't know what hit him, but you could tell Tyson was going through some stuff. It was like a preview of what was about to happen. The press conference was an absolute circus. Tyson's mere approach to Lewis was taken as he just started a street fight. The brawl was so intense, even the cameraman got spooked and zoomed out. One reporter thought he was slick, but Tyson put him in his place. And the same guy shouting at Mike kinda sounded like he was ready to sprint 400 feet away in case things got rough. When Tyson finally faced off against Lewis, he was just a shell of his former self. Lewis totally dominated the fight, pounding Tyson round after round. Tyson's bravado was nowhere to be found, and in the end, Lewis came out on top, leaving Tyson's crazy talk in the dust. The post-fight conference was pretty wholesome and showed the world that Iron Mike Tyson is a true sportsman. Ryan Garcia versus Braulio Rodriguez.
The world's most famous arena, New York City.
In the lead-up to the weigh-in, Braulio Rodriguez exuded an air of confidence, firmly believing in his superiority over his opponent, Garcia.
What happened at the weigh-in with you and Ryan Garcia? Because you guys were standing there, next thing I know, you pushed him, he pushed you, the ringer went flying.
Dice que qué pasó contra ti y Ryan Garcia, que estaban hablando, están diciendo dos o tres cosas y después tú la reempujaste, te empujó, ¿qué pasó?
No, yo le metí presión y le voy a decir que hasta ahí él llegó, que él no ha peleado con ningún boxeador, que con el boxeador que él va a pelear ahora de cartel soy yo.
He said that basically he was just trying to get into his head, trying to show him that, you know, he's fighting with a real fighter this time. He goes, all the guys who fought in the past are all bums. He goes, but now he's gonna fight a real fighter.
However, as the confrontation escalated and Garcia unleashed a barrage of punches, Rodriguez's confidence soared to new heights, convinced of an impending easy victory. Yet as they disengaged from their clinch, Garcia delivered a devastating hook, sending Rodriguez sprawling to the canvas. But despite the setback, Rodriguez swiftly regained his footing and adopted a flashy, defensive stance, showcasing his agility by evading punches. Deontay Wilder versus Bermane Stiverne.
You look at me, man. Just do what? I ain't gonna do nothing. Don't worry about it. All of that is for Saturday night. Yeah! I can hardly wait. Boy, you don't know. You caught me slipping the last time. Ain't nobody gonna slip. I'm gonna be on your ass. I'm gonna be on your ass, boy.
During the press conference leading up to his bout with Deontay Wilder, Bermane Stiverne didn't hold back, issuing bold threats to break ribs and jaws. He warned Wilder to prepare for retirement, vowing to send him packing. But talk is cheap in the ring, and Stiverne's tough words came back to haunt him. Despite Stiverne's attempts to rally, each step towards Wilder only led to more punishment. Actions speak louder than words. During the post-fight interview, the Bronze Bomber spilled the beans on what he told Stiverne immediately after knocking him out.
D, what did you tell Stiverne after the kiss, after the fight?
I just told him I love him, man. You know what I mean? You know, there's so much that black people go through, and we always hating each other. We always can't pass each other without saying nice things. So I know boxing is a brutal sport, and you got to have a mentality and have a brutal mentality and stuff like this, saying killing and selling and fight. Look at all these people that came. They came, but, you know, at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, it's all about sportsmanship, it's all about loving, and, you know, I just wanted to let them know. Although I told them, like I said, I whoop them because I love them.
David Haye versus Vladimir Klitschko.
What did you weigh? 220. Is it enough for you?
That's perfect. That's all right. I'll beat you at 200 pounds.
Remember, talk, it's cheap. That's what I'm saying. Get in the ring. I'm talking. I'm telling you exactly.
You have to deliver this service.
Exactly. That's what I'm going to do. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Exactly what I'm going to do. That's why I want you now.
So I
don't want you to get beat by them two bums. I don't want you to get beat by them two bums.
In the lead up to the showdown, Hay, a former cruiserweight champ, unleashed a barrage of verbal assaults aimed squarely at Klitschko, the reigning heavyweight kingpin. Hay's trash talk took aim at Klitschko's perceived weaknesses, from questioning his toughness to critiquing his style. Who could forget the infamous press conference where Hay flaunted a t-shirt featuring the severed heads of the Klitschko brothers, Wladimir and Vitaly? But Klitschko, known for his cool demeanor, refused to be baited. Instead, he stayed laser-focused on his training, tuning out the noise, and sticking to his game plan. With Emmanuel Stewart in his corner, Klitschko stressed the importance of keeping calm and sticking to their strategy. As soon as the bell chimed, Klitschko unleashed his masterful technique, dictating the tempo with his jab and effortlessly nullifying Hay's aggressive onslaught. It was a classic case of all talk and no action, as Hay spent the majority of the bout dodging and weaving, unable to mount any major offense against Klitschko's impenetrable defense. Adonis Stevenson versus Thomas Williams. Arrogant fighters often indulge in annoying antics, and dancing in the ring is just one of them. Take Thomas Williams, for example. He managed to land some punches on Stevenson just before the bell, but instead of staying focused, he let his cockiness take over and started dancing.
There he gets inside, hits Stevenson with a combination. The champ was staggered at the end of round 2, and some mugging by Top Dog. We got a fight on our hands.
Little did he know he would soon regret wasting that energy. In the 4th round, Stevenson unleashed a barrage of punches, culminating in a devastating left hook that left Williams in shambles. Despite his futile attempt at a comeback, Williams couldn't beat the count, leaving Stevenson victorious in spectacular fashion. Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. In the lead-up to the epic clash between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury in 2018, the verbal sparring match was just as fierce as what awaited in the ring. Wilder, never one to shy away from the microphone, unleashed a verbal onslaught aimed directly at Fury, attempting to dismantle his opponent's confidence with a barrage of insults and taunts. But Fury, with his quick wit and sharp tongue, proved to be more than a match for Wilder's trash talk. Instead of letting it get under his skin, Fury responded in kind, turning Wilder's jabs into punchlines and leaving the audience in stitches. When the time came to throw down, Fury's mastery of the sweet science was on full display. He danced around the ring, outmaneuvering and outclassing Wilder at every turn. Despite Wilder's reputation for devastating knockouts, Fury remained elusive, frustrating his opponent with a combination of slick footwork and impeccable defense. The moral of the story? Never underestimate the underdog, especially when they've got a mean left hook. Ricardo Mayorga versus Oscar De La Hoya. In the lead-up to their showdown for the WBC light middleweight title in 2006, Ricardo El Matador Mayorga, known for his knack for stirring the pot, went full throttle with his trash talk aimed directly at the golden boy himself, Oscar De La Hoya. Mayorga didn't just stop at questioning De La Hoya's boxing skills, he took aim at his character and masculinity, hoping to throw the champ off his game. Mayorga's verbal onslaught reached a fever pitch during the pre-fight pressers and media blitzes, where he pulled out all the stops to get under De La Hoya's skin with his cheeky remarks and provocative antics. But old Oscar, a seasoned pro and Olympic champ, wasn't about to let Mayorga's mind games get to him. As the bout rolled on, it became clear that De La Hoya was in a league of his own. In the 6th round, he unleashed a haymaker of a left hook that sent Mayorga crashing to the canvas like a sack of potatoes. Though Mayorga managed to beat the count, he was no match for De La Hoya's boxing brilliance. The fight served as a hilarious reminder that while trash talk may make for good entertainment, it's the skills, smarts, and sheer willpower that truly separate the champs from the chumps in the wild world of boxing. Floyd Mayweather Jr. versus Marcos Maidana.
And I believe everybody should be treated fair. But one thing we're not going to do, we're not going to put no slick bullshit.
Yeah.
That's not what we're not going to do. And we're not going to put no bullshit on them.
Right, of course. Of course. We're just not fighting in them gloves. The gloves, I told them, have no padding in it. See? There's no padding.
I can tell you right now.
It's a regular everlasting.
I can tell you right now. I can tell you right now. I can tell you right now. Fuck no.
Yeah, nah, I told him.
I done fought. Look, you can feel my knuckle right here. I done fought $1,000. Ain't no fucking padding in the fucking glove. Look at, you can tell. Look at this. You can tell. This motherfucker already like broken in. Come on, man. This fucking gloves. Look at this shit.
They're not the same brand.
But listen, we don't care about the brand.
From controversies and non-padded gloves, in the lead-up to their much-anticipated showdown in 2014, Marcos El Chino Maidana went on a verbal rampage aimed squarely at Floyd Mayweather Jr., the undisputed heavyweight champ of Smack Talk. Maidana's trash-talking antics were on full display as he strutted around, boasting about his ability to take down the undefeated Mayweather. But Mayweather, the master of keeping his cool, wasn't about to let Maidana's antics get under his skin. Instead of trading verbal jabs, Mayweather kept his focus on the prize, training like a man possessed and letting his boxing skills do the talking. Despite Maidana's best efforts to rough him up and turn the bout into a brawl, Mayweather stayed cool as a cucumber, sticking to his game plan and outsmarting his opponent at every turn. In the end, he walked away with a majority decision victory, proving once again that in the world of boxing, talk is cheap and skill is king.
Do you feel it was a close enough fight to warrant a rematch, in your opinion?
I think I kind of dominated the fight, but he had times when I laid on the ropes. He swung a lot of big shots and missed, but he hit me a lot on the sides and on the thigh. That comes with the territory. But I took my time, I done what I had to do, and I went out there and won tonight.
That's a wrap. Like this video if you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe and we'll see you in the next one.